Hi, I'm Sean Anderson and welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm happy to be your host this year and our weekly chat with the coaches of Ponca City High School and Kristin Smith. She's been coaching the HiSteppers for years and years, and I think she started when she was 7.
Exactly.
That was a compliment, right?
Yeah,
there.
Exactly. Thank you.
But Kristin Smith, big deal coming up for the HiSteppers, and they're doing some good work. And this is a tradition, Kristin. First of all, welcome to Coach's Corner.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
The big homecoming dinner. Mm-hmm. Every year this is a big deal, and it's going to be a big deal again this year. Tell us about it.
Okay. This definitely has been a tradition for years. I was a HiStepper when I was in high school, and we did it then. So like 5 years ago. So
right.
It's been going on for quite some time. It will be from 4:30 to 6:30 in the high school commons, and my booster club, the parents, are selling tickets to this, or you can buy your tickets at the door. Either one is great with us, and it is a great night of food and fellowship. We always want tons of people coming out, and we are able to serve a lot of people. So it's a great time.
Yeah, it's an opportunity for you to show your support, and of course, before you go to the big homecoming game, to enjoy a fantastic dinner. Let's talk menu. Let's talk food. I mean, come on. What are you gonna serve up?
Yeah. Well, this year, Affairs to Remember is our caterer, and they're doing pulled pork sandwiches and beans. Cookies, chips, and either tea, lemonade, or water. So it's $10 a ticket, but it's a great support for the HiSteppers and great food. So it's a good thing to come out.
And it's coming up right here upon us on the night of the 30th. That's Friday night. It's homecoming night right here at Ponca City High School, Sullivan Stadium, and right there in the high school commons, a wonderful meal. Do we need to get our tickets in advance?
That's great if you want to. It does help us on a head count.
Prepare.
To be able to help our caterer out, but you can also buy them at the door. We're great with that too. We've been doing this so long that we kind of have a feel for how many people we usually feed, and so we're prepared to have people come in at the door. So that if that works for you, that's great also.
Very good. Now, the HiSteppers, they do so much, and we see them at the games. We see them out there doing what they do and going through the routines. What some may not know is that they're doing other things within the community. I mean, being a HiStepper, it encompasses a lot of different things. And Kristin, you've really impressed upon these young ladies how important that is. Tell us about some of the things the HiSteppers are doing outside of the field or the arena or the stadium.
Okay, great. We do. I really try and stress to my girls, Ponca City does so much for us that we need to give back. And so every opportunity we have, we really try and give back to the community. One of the things that we just got finished doing, in fact, this past weekend, my girls, the majority of my team, it was only a couple of them who weren't there, but they were at the Cherokee Strip Cook-Off. And girls were assigned to all the different teams, and they got to help teams hand out food and serve. And the girls always love it because their teams always give them free food, and so they think it's a great time. But it's just great publicity for us, and it's great for us to be back out in the community and serving the people who help us all year long. So that's what we just did. For many years, we've participated in the rodeo parade over the summer. We haven't been able to the past couple of years because it's conflicted with our camp. So when they moved the rodeo to June, it always conflicts with our camp now. So we haven't been able to do that lately. But there's just, great opportunities for my girls to be seen out in the community, not just as a dancer, but as somebody who helps too.
Yeah, and they do a lot of help. Now, the HiSteppers, with this homecoming meal, very important to point out that this is a fundraiser, and it's an important fundraiser. And Kristin, why is a fundraiser like this so critically important for the HiSteppers?
We use funds from all of our fundraising, really, to go toward our national competition, which is in March, and to go toward just things that the girls need throughout the year. So whether that be new Nationals uniforms, or whether that be just new pom-poms because they wear out, or if it is, new game day uniforms, new boots, whatever. We use them to try and decrease the amount the girls have to pay to be a high stepper, because I don't ever want that to be a deciding factor.
A barrier.
Right. For someone to say, I can't do that because I can't afford it. So we try and supply the girls with as much as we can. So, and it's expensive. One Nationals uniform, and we usually do 4 new ones a year because we do different stuff every year. One Nationals uniform is easily $10,000 to outfit my entire team. Wow. So, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of money.
Gives us some perspective. My goodness.
Gracious. So I know $10. Sometimes people are like, "Oh my gosh," but it really does help us out.
Yeah,
a lot.
And it's going to be a great meal. And Kristin Smith, the director of the Pohai Steppers, with us on this edition of Coach's Corner. Let's recap. The dinner's coming up. Of course, Bartlesville coming to town for homecoming.
Yes, exactly.
It's going to be a big game.
Yes, it will.
And the 30th, the last day of November, homecoming in the Commons, starts at 4:30. If you can get those tickets in advance, it really helps you with the head count. But if for whatever reason homecoming comes, just get there.
Yeah,
just get there and have some great food. And it sounds like fantastic. It's going to be an amazing meal.
It'll be great. It'll be great. And halftime's going to be awesome. We do our big hoops that night. So it's a great night to come out.
Now, when you say you do the big hoops, what's that? What do you mean big hoops?
Okay, it's a prop, and actually they are actually hula hoops.
Right.
But they have big metallic streamers on them, and they're all multicolored, and I choreographed the routine, and we do all sorts of really cool stuff with them, and it's an awesome halftime. So
the rehearsal time. And do you call it rehearsal, or is it practice, or is it a combination of both?
A combination, really.
I mean, because there's a lot of work that goes into the routines you do. I mean, it's not just the I don't know if it was ever the days of old, just the rah rah cheer cheer, but this is way beyond that.
Yes, it really is.
These young ladies are athletes.
Yes, sir. They definitely are. And I have always said some of our best athletes are on our dance team. And, I've got girls who do drill team. I have girls who also play softball, also play volleyball, also play basketball. So they are definitely, if they just do the high steppers, they're definitely athletes. But then I've got girls that do other things too. And we do a different routine every year, every different game. We don't ever repeat stuff. So there are years that they've got 5 and 6, 7 routines running through their head at the same time.
Wow.
Because you've got to take more than just a couple of days to get them ready.
Right. Kristin Smith, thank you for being on Coach's Corner.
No problem. Thank you.
It's going to be fantastic. You don't want to miss it. It's the big homecoming dinner fundraiser for Pohai Steppers in the high school commons, 4:30 to 6:30, right before the big football game, the homecoming game, Bartlesville coming to town. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be great food, and it's a fantastic fundraiser for the high steppers. And a wonderful, wonderful coach here in Kristin Smith doing some good work, and those high steppers are out there in the community doing some fantastic things too, and they work hard, so they certainly deserve your support. Hope you'll give it to them. Well, talking Pohai football, the Ponca City Wildcats on the road to Tulsa, Washington to take on Booker T, and best of luck to the Wildcats as they travel to Tulsa, coming off a bye week and a big win at home against Guthrie, and that was a very big win. Well, Booker T. Washington ahead for the Cats, and then homecoming with Bartlesville. On our next edition of Coach's Corner, we're looking forward to having Ponca City Wildcat head coach Josh Allen right here. Until next time, thank you for watching.